Hey guys, it's Jamie from VERTEX and the Australian Esports Network, and today I'm bringing you a little bit of a different video. I'll be reviewing a new controller that was sent by our new sponsor, Controllermodzau, who are a custom controller builder in Australia. Controllermodzau are actually the first Australian company to produce PS5 and the new Xbox controllers with customization options, different triggers, and the pro buttons, like something that you might have seen from overseas competitors, with certain buttons on the bottom of the controller to make it a little bit easier for FPS shooters and other games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, and obviously other games that would be related to having a controller of that specific nature. So basically, to get going, what they have done I'll say before I actually show the controller to you guys, I gave the guys at Controllermodzau complete freedom with the customization of this controller. I did have a couple of specific requests, which were catered to my needs for the games that I play. But if you obviously play different games, they do offer other customization options, which you would be a little bit more happier with. This controller is specifically catered to me. If it's not for you, just check out their custom builder on their website, and I'm very confident you'll be able to find a design or certain modifications that will be able to suit your needs. So, first things first, they sent me this case. It has a little foam infill inside, which the controller sits nice and snug in. So obviously once lands, hopefully come back soon enough post-COVID, you can use it as a little carry bag. It's perfect for easy transportation, and you should be able to keep your controller very safe with the case that they provide. Now just moving on to the controller, like I said, I gave them just a color palette. I told them what colors are related to the Australian Esports Network and VERTEX. I gave them some logos, and like I said, I gave them my specific needs for the games that I play, and this is what they produced. I am extremely happy to show you guys this controller. I actually have put a photo of the controller on our Twitter before, but like I said, I just gave them the color palette, which was purple and white, and they went above and beyond, in my opinion. Like, they've given us a little bit of a snakeskin pattern along the controller, which is, again, this is all hand painted, all airbrushed with a matte finish, so it feels good in your hands. No pun intended. So, and here's the back of the controller. So I requested that I have the pro buttons put on the controller, as again, it suits my needs whenever I am playing games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and you have the accessible pro buttons on the bottom. So that is circle and that is X. So jump and crouch, or jump and melee, whatever you guys have your binds to. And another thing that I actually requested was the smart triggers and the smart bumpers. So what that is it's a much more responsive trigger and bumper. So you don't have that little bit of an input lag when you press R1, R2, especially with R2 and L2, like the triggers on the bottom. As you can see, when you push them, it's a lot quicker in terms of response, so you don't actually have to pull the whole trigger in. I'll dive into that a little bit further into the video, but for now, I'm actually going to try this controller out. Again, I'm actually re-recording this video, and the reason why is because they've updated their website in terms of their builder. So I thought I'll redo the whole thing again, give you guys a better insight on what they actually have on their website builder, and show you guys a few other design choices that they've posted on their social media as well. I'll put their Twitter on the screen right now, so you guys can go give them a follow, tell them that I sent you, and honestly, go check out their products. These things are Australian made. They offer 12 months warranty and other things, and other awesome things that they do that I'll dive in a little bit further in this video. Before I do start though, I do want to mention that yes, this is a sponsored video. Controllermodzau are a sponsor and an active sponsor of the Australian Esports Network and VERTEX, but I personally am not someone who likes to promote products that I personally would not be happy with advertising to you guys as well. So you can call it as cliche as you want by me saying that, but I can assure you that I personally am in love with their products. Their feedback and their customer service is second to none. And like I said, the customization that they did on the controller, if you guys sent them similar design options that you guys would want, they can 100% cater to your needs as well. So I'm going to quickly jump into some Cold War. I'm going to try this thing out, and I'll give you guys a little bit more information as the video goes along. All right, this is actually my first game of League play in a very long time, so this is going to be interesting. Hope you guys don't actually think that my gameplay is reflective of anything here. Trust me, I know I'm a bot, so bear with me. Yep, we're off to a flying start. First impressions of the controller are definitely centered around the actual shape of the PS5 controller itself. I've always played with a PS4 controller, or obviously the previous generation being PS4. All the custom controllers that I have played with have been PS4. The Pro buttons on the bottom of the PS5, in my opinion, they sit perfectly in the hand and they are positioned perfectly for the shape of the PS5 controller. And secondly, the smart triggers and the smart bumpers. If anyone has used a mechanical keyboard before and you know the response difference between that and like a normal keyboard, the smart triggers with their response time really do emulate that very well. I think they're perfectly suited for FPS shooters, like I mentioned before. If you're using this controller for a racing sim, like maybe you're not in FPS shooters or not in shooters in general, and you're using it for a sim game, I wouldn't recommend getting the smart bumpers or triggers, just purely for the fact that you will need that full pressure sensitivity to actually get, you know, your desired acceleration through the car and all that sort of stuff. But for games like Call of Duty and Fortnite, I think these things are perfect. Nice, good start. Okay, first game on, we're going all right. Not too shabby. The next thing that I wanted to touch on was the website and the builder that Controllermodzau have accessible to you guys. You would have seen similar interfaces if you've ever built a custom controller before. However, one thing that I really wanted to mention, and something that I find really exclusive to the Australian market, is the ability to send in your controller for customization options. So instead of buying a brand new controller, maybe you have a controller that you've had for a while, you've grown accustomed to it, maybe it brings you good luck. You can send in your controller to get a new skin, you can get them to modify it for pro buttons, some smart triggers, instead of actually buying a brand new controller and doing the whole process from scratch. And remember, yes, we have the ability to now create custom PS5 and new Xbox Series controllers. However, if you're still accustomed to the old shapes such as PS4 and Xbox One controllers, you can still buy and customize those controllers if they are better suited for you. Controllermodzau have dozens of skin options just from scratch. If you don't want a full customizable design, you can actually choose some of the preset templates for your controller. Like I said, they have dozens of options. So just to customize the face, you can customize grips, the D-pad, you can even customize the home button to have a specific color, or you can just use the default button that comes with the controller. And the Pro buttons, probably something that you guys would most be interested in. They offer 2 or 4 fully remappable options. So you can have the 2 buttons, which is what I got, or you can have all 4 buttons, the triangle, square, X, circle, or the Xbox alternatives. And you can choose whether or not you want them to be remappable. So what that means is if you originally have your presets in a certain order, maybe you want to change them around, you can actually do that with the remappable option in the controller. Of course you reach out me. Yes, good work. Let's go. 40 and 32. Not bad, not bad. So guys, there you have it. That is our detailed review of our controller that was sent to us by Controllermodzau. I just wanted to give the guys at Controllermodzau a massive shout out. Thank you so much for actually giving us our own custom design. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you get to deal with, and I really hope you do, I really hope you guys go down the route of using Australian made products rather than the overseas competitors. I have used overseas competitors, and I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this video have done so as well. Their customer service, their transparency, and their communication is second to none. And like I mentioned as well, they offer 12 months warranty on their products. So they're that confident that their products are actually going to last, rather than broken paddles and all this sort of stuff where you have to wait X amount of weeks for replacements or a new controller to actually come in, and you're spending money on international shipping fees, etc. Like I said, Australian made, 12 months warranty, and you can, there's dozens of customization options available to you guys. So go check them out. One thing that I really wanted to kind of touch on, and it's not something that I mentioned earlier in the video, and that is basically giving this option to any other organization who has a controller based team, whether or not they're in Call of Duty, maybe they have Fortnite, or any other player that in their organization that plays on a controller. Hit up the guys at Controllermodzau. Maybe you can give them your own custom design. You can create your own organization's design and theme and speak to them. I'm sure they'll be able to help you guys out. Like I said, their customer service and their ability and their designs, everything that they do is brilliant. Go give them a chance, guys. Honestly, You won't regret it. And thank you very much for watching this video. And thank you again to Controllermodzau for the support and sponsoring our organization. See you guys next time.